And we are live.
No, we're not.
We're
What is
lying.
going on, everybody?
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode of Gaming. It's Mike's Games. Everyone's out today spending time with the family, so wish all the best. Twan and Mike,
I'm here.
what are you guys up to? How are you
Nothing.
feeling?
I'm doing all right. Just been gaming and stuff. I guess I'll get into what I've been gaming in a minute here, or should I be doing that now?
Go ahead.
I've really just been playing Dead Island 2. That game fucking slaps. That game is fucking awesome. It is very, 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 very fucking fun. And it gets even more fun once you start like respecting its like upgrade combat system. If you like respect like its combat flow and like what it wants you to do, it gets so much more fun. I love the curveballs, like those throwable abilities. Those are fucking awesome. I believe they're called curveballs. It's just so much fun. The game's gorgeous too. Absolutely gorgeous.
Mhm.
It has a brilliant PC release that runs like a dream on my computer. And it has the controls feel great too. It just feels like a very, very responsive game. And at first I thought it felt kind of heavy, but I realized it just feels tight in a way that's good. It feels like it's responsive in the way it needs to be. And I really appreciate that. I'm so proud. What's the name of the studio? Deadhead?
Busters.
Busters, Deadhead. I'm losing my fucking mind. But yeah, I'm really happy for them and proud of them, etc. Because dude, they had a feat like no other.
Well, didn't that game go through like 4 different developers? Or something?
It went through 2 different developers, and they didn't even use their builds. They thought the other builds were too bloated, and they just started over again. Which was even more impressive to me and made me respect them even more. The fact the game runs and looks as well as it does. When we seemingly, and we'll talk about it later, AAA publishers, other AAA publishers seemingly are not as interested. Yeah, it's not just EA. It's been a streak of.
It's a trend. Yeah,
it's been. Even on we'll go into that later, but it's so fun. I really recommend it too. And the thing is too, is like I'm pretty close to the end of the story, and there's tons of side content too. But I think I'm like 13 hours into that, and I've only mostly been doing the main story. I've done a few side quests, but mainly it's just the main story. And that's nice to me because it's really nice just to have a game that just doesn't fucking like want to stay around forever. But if you want to keep playing, there's more to do. Because I don't want another 60-hour fucking game. Like, I'm good. I mean, I want them. Don't get me wrong, I want them. But I don't know. It's just nice that I feel like this game isn't overstaying its welcome. And that is fucking awesome to me.
Yeah.
And I wish nothing but that studio the best. Truly.
Yep. I 100% agree. I beat Dead Island 2. I don't know if I beat it last time we did this show. I don't think I had it beat then. But I beat it. It's fantastic. Totally agree with Mike. Probably like in the top 3 most fun games I played this year.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, really good game. Highly recommend it. But Twan,
great guys.
What have you been playing, bud?
So I decided to. I was doing some Master Bot and decided to finally go and platinum the game. So that's what I've been doing like pretty much all night. Last night was.
So you finally manned up?
Yep, I got my balls together,
Yeah. Grow a pair. That's what it was. Grow a pair. Oh my god.
So because like I love that game a lot, right? And I decided, I'm gonna finally get this game 100%, get the platinum trophy, just to have it on my profile, because I feel like the game deserves it. So that's what I've been doing. I was grinding it, got the platinum. Still fantastic game. Just absolutely fucking. You're doing yourself a disservice to society not playing that game. It's just so fucking good. But after that, I actually got a Quest 2 recently. So here it is. I just got it a few days ago. And
what have you been playing on that, bud?
I've been playing a few games. So
in the last hour, 2 hours.
But I downloaded 2 games so far. I got the Resident Evil 4 VR edition. It's like exclusive to that headset, because like the way the Quest 2, it's almost like a console in a way. So like you wouldn't be able to play Resident Evil 4 VR on like PC or anything like that. Like you have to play it on the Quest itself. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get that, like the Quest 2 specifically. Plus, you can also link it to play on PC as well. So it was like, I killed two birds with one stone, right? I could play the Quest 2 exclusive games, and I could even play the games on PC as well. But also another game I downloaded on here was actually a game I played back on the original PSVR, which is Super Hot VR. That game is fantastic. Like, it's just nice playing that game with better controllers. Even the resolution's also better on the Quest 2 as well than it is on the PSVR.
Really?
On the original PS.
Oh, original. I'm about to say. I thought the new one's
not
like
the PSVR 2.
Yeah,
no,
I thought that thing was like a freak of nature.
Yeah, the original PSVR is like almost like beta VR. It feels like.
Yeah.
It's like.
I mean, that did come out when that tech was kind of taking off, so it kind of was almost.
It was like very like we're kind of figuring things out,
Yeah.
Especially the way you tracked everything, it was very traditional in that way. And then the move controls are just not good for VR. But yeah, just playing Super Hot VR is such a fantastic game. Like if you had never played VR before, Super Hot VR is like the perfect game to start with VR. Like even if, let's say, if you have some friends over, you want to show them VR or show it off, like Super Hot is the perfect game for that. Anyways,
let's say real quick. Hey Ryan, thank you for stopping by. Friend of mine in chat. Just wanted to say hey to him real quick.
What's going on?
What's up? Thanks for stopping by.
That was but yeah, it's one game I want you to try out. If you can, I don't know how it works, but if you can try out the original Dooms in VR for me, unless it's like a bitch, because I don't know like how that works. I don't know if they were sold like officially. I don't know how that works, but if you ever try that for me, I'll be very pleased to know how that goes.
I'm gonna try that because I know even Half-Life 1 and 2, they have like VR mods or something like that.
Yeah, like so. I hope you get your Alex shit fixed, and if not, just refund it. And then maybe if anything,
I'm definitely gonna try to get this fixed. I fucking got the headset already. I'm definitely gonna try it. I'm gonna do whatever it costs. You don't have to fucking buy a GPU, fucking, But,
blind, give it a rest. You're right. You're not a friend in chat. You're a fraud. I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, go. Poor blind. Hey Mario, how you doing? But Ryan's just the first time here, so it's funny. Anyways.
But yeah, I got the link cable for it, and I tried. I was installing Half-Life Alyx all day on it because that's obviously, when you get a VR headset for PC, Half-Life Alyx is obviously the first thing you want to play, right? It's just a no-brainer. Yeah. But I was downloading it this entire day, just 30 minutes. 30 minutes ago, I tried booting up. I'm having some issues with it. I'm not even sure if it is an issue or if that's just the game just trying to be like, I don't know, weird. But yeah, I still got to go back to it and figure it out. But I haven't really, because I tried to get a feel for it, but I don't know what's going on with that game. So I got to do a little bit of troubleshooting, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that game if I could even get it to work in the first place.
Yeah, so, good luck. Yeah. I don't understand why it wouldn't work. That's just so weird to me.
I know I have the specs for it. Like my PC is actually like more than capable.
You have a 1660, right?
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah. Super. Dude, the 1060 was VR ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, you
like
should
I
be
checked
good.
that. Yeah, I'm looking at the specs, and yeah, it said like, yeah, I'm like way over it. So even my CPU is in the recommended settings for Half-Life Alyx. So my CPU's good, GPU's more than good. So yeah, RAM's good. So yeah, my PC's definitely capable of running the game. That's for sure. But
have you tried any other game yet, like natively on your?
No, the only games I've played were the games directly on the Quest, right? Like
okay,
and
so
Resident Evil, right?
I recommend like before like you try it out again, see if there's like any other PC VR game you can download just to see if like
if it works properly.
Yeah, just in case, because you never know, maybe there's like something wrong with the headset. Like it was like working, for the the stuff made for the headset, but like maybe there's something wrong. Which I hope to God there isn't.
It could be the cable I have, right? Because I didn't get the official cable, right? Because I just got. But I mean, I don't know. I heard good reviews about it. It's like a good quality one though. It's not like I paid
not like a cheap. Yeah, I don't know.
It's $5 for it. But
the Facebook is Facebook. Because that's Quest, right? Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Yes.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I was so confused while you were talking about Facebook. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They own Quest, right?
They
Yeah,
do. I
they
just
own
I
Oculus,
didn't put
like,
that
they
together in
bought-
my head.
Yeah, they bought Oculus a long time ago. That's
Yeah.
before they were like really starting off. They're just like, yeah, we'll buy you guys, and just bought them. It was so weird at the time, but they Facebook owns them.
That is so weird, dude.
Yeah. I know a lot of people will actually shit on this thing because at first you needed to have a Facebook account to even use it at all. But luckily they dropped that, so you don't.
Oh, really? Okay, now that makes me more interested in grabbing one.
Yeah, like you don't need a Facebook account.
Make a Zuckerberg account.
Yeah, you need a Zuckerberg account with
I
with
guess
Zuck dollars.
But
The
you,
Zuck
but
dollars.
you need like an account, but not a Facebook
Eh.
account.
Yeah,
It costs 700 Zuck bucks.
Zuck bucks. Oh my god.
So yeah, I mean, if you're if you're like very against making a Facebook account, you don't need a Facebook account for anymore. So that's good news, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yep.
Anyways, I think I'm done talking now. Fucking PC.
Thank
I mean-
God. I'm just kidding.
I mean, well, I've been playing something that we're going to be talking about later, but other than that, like I said, beat Dead Island 2. God, I want to say NBA with Ham the last few nights, but we honestly haven't been because we've both been playing what we're going to be talking about, so we're just going to hop right into it. And that is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I want to preface everything I'm about to say with the game is
You're a fraud.
fantastic.
Just
The
kidding.
game is
You
fantastic.
bought an Xbox, right?
What's that?
You bought an Xbox.
Yes, I did.
Is it any difference between the PS5 version and the Xbox version, or are they?
Everything is broken. Everything is broken. Everything. So I want to preface that by saying the game is phenomenal.
Mhm.
If the game didn't have the issues it has, it would be. I would probably have it over God of War Ragnarok.
Really?
God damn.
I would,
Actually, I see that. Yeah.
I would probably have, and I really, really love God of War Ragnarok.
Mhm.
But it's just, we gotta talk about the performance issues. And I know you guys haven't played it
Well,
firsthand.
I'm pretty sure Mike isn't getting it because obviously he's a PC.
Yeah, Mike's
gamer,
not getting
so-
that right.
Not right now, but I actually do really want to get it because, from what I understand, the game, my biggest issues with that game look like they've been fixed. To me, it was like fluidity. I felt like a lot of things in the original kind of was stiff and kind of rigid. I thought the combat was great, but I kind of felt like animations were like separated. They didn't feel like they flew together, or flowed together, or whatever the fuck the word is. I'm stuttering, but it looks
Floated.
really good now. But in theory, it looks really good. What did you say?
Fluted. It didn't flute together.
It didn't fluted very well. Yeah, but didn't fluted. Yeah, but I do want to get it at some point when they fix it. They seem committed to fixing it, so I'm going to give them 7 years, and I'm sure it'll be good in 7 years.
I don't know.
Just
I don't know.
kidding.
Like 7 years.
It'll be
By the time
it'll
it
be
releases the
nice to
sequel,
play.
it'll be fixed.
Yeah,
It'll be nice to play in 2024.
yeah.
So there's a lot to play between now and then. But Twan, you haven't even played the first one.
I
Or
haven't
beat
played
the
the
first
original.
one.
So maybe by the time if I do play the original game, maybe this game will be fixed by then. So
Maybe. So you guys haven't played it. I have, and I'm telling you right now. I mean, I've seen you
Has
guys
Ham
have seen
played
it
it at all?
Yes, Ham has it. Ham
Yeah.
pretty much shares most of the same opinions as I do. We both
Yeah.
love the game. It's to the point though. I'd rather play that game in its quality mode at 30 FPS. And here's the thing: at 30 FPS, it's not a consistent 30 FPS. The best place to play that right now, not even shitting you, it would be the Series S.
Really?
Yes, because I mean, watching the video that Digital Foundry did today on PS5, and then the one they did a few days ago on PC. We all know the PC one's fucked.
Yep.
It's
Fucking
it's
fucked.
like on Series X,
Oh,
it
watch
can't.
running on Steam Deck.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Well, the
Well,
thing
you
is,
must have
you might have a better chance because it's at low resolution.
Yeah, true.
You might have a better chance, but like,
Can we just say real quick, just super quick about the PS5 version that it's going as low as 700 like P like 720p, and it's
Yeah.
using FSR while doing that, so it looks fucking awful. Like,
Yeah.
give me this.
It's
That's
busted.
it. Did
It's
they?
fucking busted.
And for some reason, in performance mode, they have ray tracing turned on.
Yep.
Like,
I-
I don't know. I
Everything
don't know.
about that game screams it was not ready to be out yet, because Series X, I can only speak on Series X and Series S. Performance mode on Series X is screwed. It's pointless.
Yep.
You might as well not even play it. Very rarely does it hit what feels like a consistent 60 FPS. It mostly hangs out what feels like around 40, and it's not like a consistent 40. It's like it might be 60, it'll drop to 40, it'll drop to 30, shoot up to 50. Like, it's not consistent at all. Doesn't feel good to play that. Quality mode is basically the same, except with smaller drops, but still drops. And on Series S, it feels like it sticks to 30. It feels like it sticks pretty well to 30, which is nuts to say that.
Series S though.
What's that?
But why Series S and not like the Series X though? Like,
I would imagine it has to do with the lower resolution.
yeah.
I would imagine, because I think the Series S, like, I don't think there's anything official on it. It doesn't look like it's 1440p at all. It looks like it might be 1080p, like some sort of dynamic 1080p, but I don't know. But it's the most consistent on Series S, which it sucks because, dude, if that game was just, I don't know, smooth enough to be launched properly, then that would be, right now, that would be my game of the year. Right now.
What's your game of the year currently?
Wasn't it Atomic Heart or something?
It's Atomic Heart. I go back and forth between Atomic Heart and Dead Space Remake, but I lean Atomic Heart because Atomic Heart's a new thing.
Have you beat Resident Evil 4 yet?
Nope. Well, there's
man.
there's too much. I'm not gonna beat Resident Evil 4 until sometime this summer, most likely. There's too much coming
Dead
out.
Island 2 might be my game of the year. I'm trying to think of what else did I play this year. I mean,
Dead
I played
Island
a lot of
2 is
shit.
a good choice.
But for me,
That's a
it's
good
like Dead
choice.
Island because I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually enjoy its story. Yeah, it's corny, but like it's not like in your face story. It's very simple. You're a man that's you're a man that's partially immune in some ways, and you're trying to get to a place that they can use your blood to discover a cure.
Spoilers.
And
Spoilers.
that's the literal beginning of the game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's the literal beginning. It's the first. Matt's lying. Don't listen to him. And that's it.
Just spoiled
And-
the ending.
Yeah, just straightforward. Gets to the point, you know.
Yeah, and that's what I like. I'm not even at the end of the game, Matt. Jesus Christ.
You're not?
No, I'm not even at the end yet.
Oh wow, I thought you would.
Yeah,
All right.
I've been fucking around like the last day or so. That's it. It's like I just like literally giving you the plot. The first beginning of the games, you find out you have zombie because you got bit. It's the literal first 5 minutes of the game. It's the literal first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that's a spoiler.
Oh
Keep
my
going.
god, shut up,
Keep
Matt.
going.
Anyways,
Keep going.
they demonstrate. Oh, whatever. Anyways, it's living for the drama. Fuck off, Ryan. But yeah, and it's straightforward. It's not convoluted like fucking Dying Light 2's. Dying Light 2's story sucked. I'm gonna be honest.
God, I love Dying Light 2.
I hate that story. Was so convoluted. It sucked.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
Annie Bobani. I fucking hated it. I never like the thing is too, it's like in theory it shouldn't, but like I don't know if it's actually the world I hated more or the story, because there's so much shit going on in that game, dude. I don't know.
Difference
You're-
of opinions. God bless.
No, fuck you. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Incorrect.
We do need to go back to playing Dying Light 2.
Let me know, bud. Just let me know.
Is it co-op?
Yeah,
or
right?
something?
Game ruined.
He's been
Game
playing
ruined.
it. Don't listen to Ryan. He's a lying drama queen. Don't listen to him.
Game
He's
has been
gaslighting me.
absolutely ruined.
I
That's
don't
fine.
want to play it anymore.
That's fine. That's no big deal. It's fine.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
Matt, just shut up.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, I can't in good faith recommend Jedi Survivor to anybody, especially at $70.
Yeah, that's the max price right now.
Yeah, you gotta wait. I mean, unless you really fucking love Star Wars, you gotta wait for like I'd say wait at least a month or two before they patch
Yeah.
that. But I
And
mean,
by the time they patch, it'll probably be cheaper on top of that, you know.
probably
So
it'll probably go on sale. And also, it's like that game is in such a rough state. I'm not even really in a hurry to beat it. Like I was kind of planning to try to run my way through it quickly before Redfall,
Oh God.
but I'd rather not even do that.
yeah,
I'll just
wait it
wait
out.
and then
Yeah.
and beat it whenever it's fixed. I'll play it. I'm still playing it. I played it before the show, but I'm not in a rush to beat that game. I'm in no rush. But up next, I mean, God, I think we kind of got to address the biggest thing this week, like the absolute biggest thing, which kind of
Say you're a fraud.
Good
stinks.
call.
It's well, along with that, Mike, it's the fact that
Surprise.
the UK CMA decided to block Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard King under the grounds of it being this.
Well,
What was it? I can't remember what the exact quote
cloud
is.
gaming.
Yeah, it was
They
to
think
protect cloud gaming. But
They
did
and the
say-
thing
yeah.
is, and it's not even actively harming it now. It's the belief that it might
Yeah, in the future.
in the
Yes.
future, and their 10-year deal isn't enough, and that they know better for the companies that agreed to sign the deal.
I'm gonna pass it off to you guys, but I wanted to say super quick, if the deal gets blocked, I mean
Well,
the
it did get
CMA.
blocked.
Well, I'm saying the CMA blocked it, but if the deal itself, like if
it's
it just the
completely
whole
done,
thing,
like,
yeah, if the
yes.
whole thing gets blocked, then I don't think they have to. They don't have to worry much about a future where they need to protect cloud gaming.
Yeah,
I feel like if this deal gets blocked,
They just
cloud
gloves are
gaming-
off, like, kind of thing.
cloud gaming. Well, no, I think cloud gaming is pretty much. I mean, as far as for companies like Boosteroid, who are going to benefit from this, as far as like companies like the European company they just signed a deal with the other day. Once this deal got blocked in Europe, like
well, the difference
For-
is that was a European, not like UK. So
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
yeah. No, I know what you mean. Those
but it's like small companies like that. As far as for companies like that, they're not going to have to worry about protecting them because they'll be dead.
yeah,
They'll be gone if this deal gets blocked. So
or at least it will greatly hamper their chance to grow, because that's what this is ultimately doing for a lot of these smaller services. Ultimately, like, and sorry, I'm gonna let you continue, and then I'll give my take on a few
No.
things the CMA
no,
said.
I don't think it even like it's down to that. I think it's like it actually will, maybe not quickly, but will actually kill those
Eventually, yeah.
businesses, those because it's like Nvidia GeForce Now is going to be fine. That's
Yeah.
not an issue. Microsoft xCloud, that'll be fine. That's not an issue. Amazon, if they want to, it'll be fine. That's not an issue. But like everything else, I mean,
It's
you
like
know,
smaller guys, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that. I don't know about that. I don't believe that that's going to be okay. I find it difficult to believe. But you know, who knows? Apparently, the CMA knows best, so they
Yeah.
did
they
what
blocked
they
it.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think they did what's best. So, whatever. Mike, what were you gonna say, bud? You were gonna. Keep going.
I feel like, one of the things that which kind of cracked me up. Well, I'm not going to pretend I'm a lawyer. I'm not going to pretend I understand 100% the legal proceedings. Not because you're a fraud. You're good at.
I will.
I swear,
will.
this whole situation made everyone on Twitter a fucking lawyer. I swear to God.
But the
it's
one
tough,
thing when I
yeah.
was reading that, which cracked me up is when they're saying, "Oh, it's absolutely they're going to be putting all their games on streaming services. Absolutely, it's going to be happening in the immediate future." I'm like, yeah, because you're making it happen. You're forcing it to happen. It wasn't going to naturally go that way. It's like, and that's kind of the thing. Is like, I don't know if that's the point. Well, realistically, this is all like English politics, really.
Mhm.
Like, this is, if you listen to Xbox 2, shout out to Jez.
Politics
He's a
with
good
fancy hats.
shout out to Jez. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him now for fucking
20 years.
10 years now.
20, 30 years.
But, he was making a great point how it's a much deeper issue than just gaming. And I really, really agree with him, and I won't get into that political side of shit because that's not what we're here for.
Sure.
But you know, hearing everything that's going on, do I think the deal is dead? I don't think it's looking good. I think there's only like a 20% chance at most that this shit goes through. There's possibilities they might pull out of the like their cloud gaming out of the UK, which funny enough, Jez also said is funny because that will literally only hurt UK customers, but the government will be happy with that because it means they have some kind of authority, which is hysterical, but it is what it is. But honestly, yeah, and you know, Brad Smith himself said like, hey, we invest heavily out of our own, you know, fruition. What the hell's the word I'm looking for?
Fruit Loops.
Man, Fruit Loops, yeah. They say I don't know. The whole situation's fucked because right now it's going to like politics. It's literally getting into politics because Brad Smith himself said, hey, we literally are your cybersecurity force, by the way. He literally mentioned that. He's like, you know, we like take care of your cybersecurity threats, right?
Yeah.
He's like, we can just pull out, you know, and like it's way bigger than just that. So that's why I was like, oh, this deal's. That's why people are like, oh, this deal's 100% dead. Like, yeah, I think it's done. I personally think it's done. But the reason why I'm not completely married to it yet is because now it's literally in the realms of politics, and who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't even really care at this point. Call of Duty, realistically, as others have said, the only benefit of Xbox really acquiring Activision for me was the idea of Activision bringing old IPs back and no longer just working on Call of Duty. That was it. I wasn't really hyped about just getting Call of Duty every year. I mean, that would have been fine. I mean, I'd been like, cool, that's $70 saved for a game I might only play for 15 hours.
Even on Game Pass.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, but realistically, I still am more excited for something like Starfield. I'm way more excited for something like Redfall and Avowed. I really kind of wish that this whole Activision shit just didn't happen, period, because you know, people say it's conspiracies and all that, but like Microsoft really has been on this, oh, we're so weak, we're so timid, look at us, we don't have games, we can't support ourselves. They've been on this kick for so long, for over a year now, right?
Yep.
It's like, I'm done with it. Like, I'd rather, if I had the option, right, of either this deal dying tomorrow or absolutely it getting passed in 4 years, I'd choose dying tomorrow easily.
That's not even close.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's not worth it, because it has hurt the end user experience on Xbox. I know I only play on PC, but however, Xbox is PC now. I use their Game Pass app constantly. I use their services constantly. There's a lot of issues going on right now with their own games. Like, for God's sake, like Ghostwire Tokyo launched worse on Xbox, and that's a first party title.
Yep.
And right now, it's seeming Redfall might not launch very hot.
Yeah, we'll get to more on that game soon.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. It's like, I know this is supposed to be a conversation about the CMA. Right now, my biggest word of advice to everyone is don't stress, don't look too much at it, and just watch it as it unfolds, and whatever fucking happens. Be a normal human being about it. But Xbox needs to get their fucking shit together and get their user pardon?
I said that's very good advice.
But Xbox needs to get their shit together and realize that there's more to. But that's the freaky thing, though, is because there was that article. You know, remember that guy that was on Jeff Grubb's show saying how Microsoft wants to get rid of Xbox, and now this deal doesn't go through. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, Phil Spencer said everything's fine, and I believe him. But there's just something like Xbox has been they're no longer fun to watch. They haven't been fun to watch now in over a year. It was fun when they announced it. But as soon as this shit hit all the politics, and I was hearing like fucking Bernie Sanders, like, you don't know shit about this industry, get out of here. Like, it's like, go away. Like, I was like, I'm uninterested now, you know?
Yeah.
And then I feel like Xbox as a whole, the user experience is fucked. The DVR on Xbox fucked. They got like a minor upgrade. It's still fucked. The games are launching half-assed. Games are still launching and running better on the PS5 when the Xbox called itself the most powerful console that can push the highest frame rates and yada yada yada. So Xbox just needs to get its fucking shit together. That's just really my takeaway from all of it. They're boring now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, because every time you hear about Xbox, just acquisition, it's just I don't know. I just want the games, man. That's all I fucking want. Just the fucking games.
Yeah, like where the fuck's? How about like it's cool that you might be able to give me Call of Duty, but how about like a game that I haven't seen yet before, or a game from Obsidian? I know we realistically, Avowed's coming out at some point. We got that indie game,
Outer Worlds 2.
Pentiment. What'd you say?
It's Outer Worlds 2.
Outer Worlds 2, Grounded.
When that comes out, yeah.
But it's
for a while that's even still a thing.
To me, like honestly, I don't really give a fuck about Activision. Do I want to go through just because it means I'll get more games to play? Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I don't want to go through. I'd get more games to play if it did. I'm not going to tell you I don't want to not go through. I mean, I don't want to go through. But it's not the be all end all of like Microsoft of what they have to offer. If anything, though, it just highlights how Microsoft has done fuck all with all their other studios for the past year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I really got to say.
Yeah. The thing I really wanted, the thing that got me excited about this whole acquisition in the first place was just the amount of studios that they had. Like Activision has so many talented studios, and just getting them to possibly even work on Xbox-owned IPs, like Toys for Bob working on a new Banjo or something like that, that would be amazing to me.
Yeah.
Like I thought the potential of something like that happen is what got me excited for this whole acquisition in the first place. But it's unfortunate though, because like I said, I kind of want this whole thing just to be over, because I feel like this was even affecting PlayStation because they wanted not to look too powerful, so like they weren't announcing as many games.
It affects the whole industry.
Yeah, like it affected everything, not just Xbox. But who knows how longer they could even stretch this on for? Like when are they supposed to do this appeal thing? Because I think
they're working on an appeal right now, but the whole report is that it goes till. I mean, if they wanted to, it goes. Yeah, if they wanted to, it goes to 2024.
So like
some say it's possible it could go on for 3 years.
That's insane.
And my biggest thing is that it literally this whole deal. I think one of the reasons too is the status quo now is completely unaffected, and Sony got exactly what they wanted: a year and a half to prepare. And Microsoft, I'm sorry to say, I know everyone's like, well, they started the whole money hatting thing, but I'm like, that's fine. I really don't care. They're gonna have to go hard. I don't care if they have to pay more for it. This is the situation they put themselves in. They need to provide content. And they're going to have to start shelling out for it. That's just kind of because you think Sony, when this whole acquisition was going through, they bought, I know they're smaller studios, but they bought shit. Yeah. They still bought shit. They got timed exclusives for shit.
Bungie was like the big
one. Bungie's like the biggest, yeah.
And it's like, They still made moves. Were they kind of smaller in some ways? Sure, but they add up. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really important that Microsoft responds. And I understand people hate timed exclusives. I'm not a fan of them either. But they just spent a year and a half pretending they have nothing and have been making minimal deals in any form with any other, like, anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They need to do something. Because now they have even less cooking than they thought they did. If you know what I mean.
Did you listen to Xbox 2 last week?
Last week?
Or this week, technically.
This week, I listened to a little bit of it.
Okay, so there was a part on there where Jez said he knows of a few deals that... Not deals, but like a few acquisitions that were... very much ready to be done, but had to be
delayed,
put aside. Yeah. Put aside, either nixed or put aside specifically for Activision
Yes.
Blizzard.
That
And
makes sense to me.
and he says that he doesn't want to say what they are. First of all, because I mean, I would assume he doesn't want to just throw it out there. And second of all, he said he doesn't want people, because people would be very upset if he said what they were, and we found out that those were put on hold for Activision.
For Activision.
So
that's what pisses me off, because I know for a fact objectively better game I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shit on any Activision employee here, but dude, objectively more interesting games for companies and IPs were just dropped, and
yeah.
that actually makes me feel ill because, like, when you think about it, this deal was mostly because of King.
For the mobile version.
Totally because of King.
And
Totally
it's
because of
like,
King.
and as someone that wants games that I'll
Maybe
actually
Blizzard,
play,
too. Yeah.
I can only imagine what they are. And if people do find out, yeah, I really would rather Microsoft just say, you know what, you're right, CMA, fuck it, we're not doing it. You know what? What's to say? Not Warner Brothers. What's another fucking? I don't even know.
Sega,
Let's just say
I don't know.
Well, let's say Sega. Fuck it, we're acquiring you now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing though, because if they do that, they need to become instantly on the prowl again, and acquire like immediately.
That's the thing. I would imagine. I mean, Jazz didn't go too far into it, but I would imagine that there's things lined up. So, like, if this were to fall through, those things would be ready in some way, or at least a few of those things would be ready in some way, shape, or form.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just what I thought was interesting to hear Jazz say that on the show. But I don't know. My whole opinion on this, dude, ever since they announced, I mean, even before they announced this whole thing, whenever they said, because remember there was like a day before Wednesday, whenever we heard that it was denied, there was like a whole day. People were like, it's 100% approved, guaranteed. Yeah. It's approved. It's going through. Book it. We know it for a fact. And I was like, thank God it's over. I was like, thank God we're one step closer to this whole fucking thing being over. Mm-hmm. And like, my gut reaction was, thank God it's approved. Thank God it's finally done. It's finally almost done. We're getting closer. And then I woke up and I read that it was denied. And I'm like, like, as soon as I saw that, I went from having any sort of care about this deal, like any sort of remaining care for this deal that I had, was gone, was absolutely gone. And the fact that it's like, to 2024, I don't care. Anymore, you know? Yeah, I do not care about this deal. All I want is Starfield. All I want is Redfall and Starfield. Just get me those games and I'll be happy. Do whatever the fuck you want with Activision. I don't care. Like, if it gets blocked, block it. I don't care. I'm just like, I'm at a point where I would rather see, dude. I said it on Bullshit on Friday. I said, whether this deal goes through or not, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win. The problem is, when do we get to that conclusion? When do we get to that conclusion? Because it's a win if it goes through for all the obvious reasons. Now Activision can maybe start to fix their culture, maybe start to put out some diverse games, maybe, possibly, maybe work on some Xbox IPs. That's great. That's all well and good. If it doesn't go through, then maybe we get a little bit of a glimpse of Xbox 360 Xbox, where it's like they are a little bit more ruthless. They are a little bit more willing to strike deals as opposed to just, hey, we'll get Stalker for 3 months. It's like, I get it. I get it. And God bless the I forget the name, GCSC Studios. I can't remember.
That might be it.
I can't remember the name of the studio. And God bless them. I hope they get all the support they need with that game. But like, you got to start making like, Forspoken. Granted, Forspoken is what it is, but it's like, Forspoken, Final Fantasy's never coming to Xbox. That anybody who's hoping for that Final Fantasy 16 on Xbox, get it out of your head. That's not happening.
That's some like tight fucking contract they got with.
Exactly.
CMA.
That's never happening on Xbox. But people are talking about like, oh, Forspoken's a 2-year exclusive to PlayStation. I'll just play it when it comes to Xbox. I remember seeing people say that before it came out. No, you won't. No, you won't. It's not coming to Xbox.
Honestly, with the disaster it is, I don't even think they want to even.
And see, that's the thing. Let's
they probably
exactly
forget about it, you know.
Well, yeah, I highly doubt they're going to put money into porting that to another console,
Yeah.
and that's not the game they hoped it was. But it's like you need to get more. I don't want to say ruthless, but you need to just fucking like you have so much money, be somewhat assertive.
Yeah,
Be
fucking,
like at least somewhat
be a
assertive.
bit of a dick, you know. Just be a bit of a dick, you know. Like,
Just be like not even be a dick. Be like, hey, like give a fuck about your customers a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a game. I don't know. I can't. But just like anything. Like if you want to make a deal like with this whole Activision thing. Let's say it falls through. Call of Duty like that contract expires what 2025? There's no reason Xbox shouldn't be on that next contract. There's absolutely no reason they shouldn't be. Same thing with like I mean, you know they're marketing Diablo. Like there's no reason stuff like this you shouldn't be making deals for stuff like this. Whether this goes through or not. Regardless. It's just I'm with Mike here where it's like I'm at a point where I don't care what happens. Alls I want is for the process to whenever that is to be as short as possible.
Mm-hmm.
To be absolutely as short as possible. I saw people saying like I forget what it was. Something's going to happen. The EU is going to give their verdict. And that's supposed to be relatively soon, like within the next month or something.
Yeah.
And I saw people suggesting like oh, Stanley Francois, what's up, man?
Hello.
I see people suggesting like, oh, maybe this will speed up the whole some sort of resolution, the appeal process with the CMA. If that's the case, then please, even if they deny it, and it's like both the UK CMA and the EU and deny it, then fuck it, call it off, please.
Please, yeah,
just call it off. Like I get you don't want to just shell out $4 billion for nothing or whatever they said they have to.
I think it was like $3 billion for this.
Yeah, it's like I get it, but dude, that pay $3 billion for nothing.
Yo, could you imagine if they spent like $3 billion on like a game instead?
Yeah,
Imagine, dude. Yeah. Bungie. What did Bungie cost? Like $3.5 billion.
Something like that.
Well, didn't they actually? Well, I mean, what you already know this map, but they did. Bungie, I think, apparently did get approached by Microsoft, but they wanted exclusive or something like that.
They did, and that's another thing. Microsoft's dumb for that, if that's true.
Yeah,
Microsoft's really dumb for that. You should just. That's the whole reason Bungie left you in the first place is because you didn't give them control of their IP and whatever. That's a whole other thing. But it's like, dude, do anything else with the remaining 66 billion. Do literally anything else.
You know what's gonna suck?
With the Bethesda, they have more than enough, honestly. With that purchase of Bethesda, like they have all the studios, the IPs. They're already set. You know, they're set.
That's my 100%, Swan. And see, that's why it's like I get like Activision approached them.
Yeah.
And the problem if this falls through really isn't with Xbox, it's with Activision. Because if this falls through,
Activision might be fucked.
Activision could truly be fucked if this falls through. Like
it hurts Activision more than it hurts Microsoft, honestly.
Way more. Because like if Activision, best case scenario, if this falls through, Activision doesn't close their doors and they're just now a Call of Duty factory perpetually till the end of time.
Yeah.
That's like the best case scenario because they're not going to be able to be purchased by anybody else. Amazon's not going to be able to buy them because, I mean, if regulators are acting this way, then Amazon's not going to buy them because all Amazon cares about is the cloud. So if it's cloud concerns, then it's like you're not going to be able to buy them. It's like who else? Tencent? They're going to let Tencent buy them?
You know what's sad? Yeah, and I won't get into it, but yeah, they'd have no problem with a
dude,
a non-American company buying it. That's something that's what's going to get me mad. So I won't get into it. But yeah.
But it's like, who really is gonna buy them? Because it's like they came to Microsoft for a reason. So I don't know. It's just, plus on top of that, the employees live in like a literal torture factory. They're working in an
they're
actual
being
torture
literally
factory.
like.
But
I remember like we'd had U.S. politicians being like, "What about the workers? How will they be treated?" And I'm like, "Are you guys really that tone deaf to what's been going on over at Activision?" With Bernie Sanders, he's like, "What about the workers?" I'm like, "Dude, you fucking suck at your job, because if you paid attention at all, you know these people are being literally sexually harassed for months and years."
Yep.
Like,
it's terrible.
That's why I just don't. That's why it's literally all just politics at this point. And it on the surface, it looks like people care, but once again, it's simply politics. It's all a show. It's like, I'm not saying there's not any good faith concern, but when you're given literal data and then you look at it and say, but I don't really feel like this is real, then you're kind of like, okay, you're just bullshitting. Then
you're just in denial, or
it's.
You've already made up your mind, and you're trying to find ways. You're finding ways to justify it, and sometimes those ways you're justifying it don't even really make sense, and you look kind of stupid. And that's what the CMA is doing right now. But honestly, dude, I can't tell you how ecstatic I'd be. This sounds messed up. I want Activision employees to be in a healthy work environment. I truly do. But if the EU comes back and says this is blocked, and Microsoft just bows out, I can't tell you how ecstatic I'll be. I cannot tell you how ecstatic I'll be. And that sucks, because it's like, then if there ever was a possibility of anything old IP coming back from Activision, it's dead as soon as that happens.
It's so dead. Yeah.
It's dead as soon as that happens. But it's like, I'm just so over this. Honestly, you know what Activision can do? License out that IP. License it out. License it out to Xbox, PlayStation, fucking, I don't care, Nintendo, anybody. But like, I'm tired of this deal. And I said on my channel, I'm not making another video on this deal until it's either approved or denied. I'm done. Yeah. I'm done with it. Yeah. But
do not blame you.
I don't know what else we can possibly add to that. Honestly, it's all been said. There's been like trillions of podcasts this week, and we've talked about it for like a billion hours at this point. So, I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna be looking at this for like another year, it looks like. So,
my God.
I guess
got strapped on.
Yeah, I guess buckle up and enjoy yourselves. Get comfortable, because that's the way it's gonna be, I guess. But
we're so close.
We were so close. but moving on to something that's, perhaps possibly fun, maybe not so fun.
We'll know soon.
Yeah, we'll know soon. Let's talk about Redfall, because there are there are some rumblings that the PC port is
garbage.
Is rough.
On console, it's dropping beneath 30.
And on console, it's supposed to be also a little rough. Now, for me personally, I don't pay attention.
On the Series S, who knows?
Yeah, maybe, right? Personally, I don't pay much attention to the performance issues before launch, because reviewers say that all the time. Yeah, reviewers say that all the time, and then like you get a day one patch, like 90% of the time it's fixed.
Yeah, or at least way more.
Yeah.
Like it's more tolerable, or it's actually like much more functional.
Exactly. So I don't pay too much attention to that, but we, like Tuan said, we will be finding out pretty soon. I mean, less than 24 hours from now, the game will be out.
Fuck, and, you know what though? It's like reviewers didn't even tell us that, or a majority of reviewers didn't even tell us that Jedi Survivor was fucked beyond belief. A lot of them were just like, yeah, this is great. I mean, there's some stutters, and that's all. Dude, PC Gamer gave that game an 8 out of 10. It's literally not even. It's not even playable out of 8 out of 10 PCs. Like, it's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like
10 PCs.
You know what I mean? Like 8 out. You know what I'm talking about, though, dude? You could have a fucking 40. You could have a 4090. with my CPU, an i7-137K, and not even get 40 frames a second. For some people to get good frames, they need to have literally like $300-$400 RAM. Like it's like, what the fuck? And the thing is like, it's good to have, don't get me wrong, have good specs, but the issue is people pretending like that's the standard we're at for games. That should not be the standard. I don't know, that port's broken.
The standard should be spending like $3,000 on a
Yeah,
PC.
exactly. That I spent the money I did on my rig because I just wanted to push it to higher frames. That was it. I wanted to be faster, I wanted to be more efficient, and I wanted to get somewhat higher frames over what I was getting on my console. That was it. Did not build this just to barely squeeze by and get somewhat playable performance. I did not drop as much as I did for that.
Like, play the game, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, I can kind of do things now. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll
But
see.
but for Redfall, I mean, the verdict's still out. Jury's still out. We don't know yet. It's gonna be launching 8 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
Yeah, the reviews aren't even there yet, right?
No, reviews don't come out. I saw people complaining about this, and I wanna clear this up. So reviews don't.
That's like a Bethesda thing, though, right?
Yeah, reviews don't come out until literally the game is out.
Yeah.
And people I saw were like, "Oh, get ready for bad
flag,
reviews." Yeah, like a red flag. It's like maybe that might like the reviews could be bad.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be bad because it comes out at the time. Because like Twan just said, that is a Bethesda thing.
Yeah, I think ever since like Doom 2016 they started.
Yeah, I remember that for Doom Eternal as well. It's like as soon as Doom Eternal was out, the reviews went up.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't look too much into that death loop to the same thing. I don't look into this at all. That doesn't surprise me at all. But I mean, I guess I want to ask you guys, not like it matters really what the Metacritic is, but what do you guys think the scores on Metacritic? Because for me, I think probably we're looking at 81. If it's working. If it's working the way it should be working, I say 81.
Okay.
5.
I could see it. I could see it from like 75 to like 85.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah, my personal, it's going to be in the 70s. And if it's broken, it's going to be like 50s. If it's broken.
I think if it's broken, I think it'll be more in the 60s. I think.
Yeah,
It'll probably be in the 60s. It'll probably be in the 60s.
But like the thing is though, is like I can't see that game being being bad, like just objectively bad. I can see it being like
that's the thing, yeah.
Like I can see it being average. Don't get me wrong, even though I'm excited to play it. But I don't know. My guess is high 70s. That's my guess.
See, I don't even see that game being average. I think like there's never been an average arcade game. That's never happened. But there's been plenty of average Xbox games. Take that as you will. Yeah, but this is an Xbox game. So
no, but that's what I'm saying. It is now. Quote unquote. Get it? You get what I'm trying to tell you, Matt? You get what I'm saying?
Skeptical on Deathloop when it was first coming out, and then like
you want to know why people were skeptical of Deathloop though, Twan?
Because they showed it. Because they were. I mean, they sucked at showing that game.
Well, I know, but like also, who owned it at the time that game was coming out?
Well, yeah, true. It's also like a bunch of PlayStation people were like, the game fucking stinks. It's like, did you play it? Nope. Nope.
Microsoft owns it though.
They don't know if they should rep that game or they should shit on it because like it's a PlayStation exclusive, but it's owned by Microsoft.
People were so confused.
They're like in this weird spot where like it was exclusive, so they should hop on it. But it was more by accident. It was so like it's the first time like in history something like that's happened. Like it's just so. Weird.
And then it happened again with Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah. And
it's like. Yeah. It's like now, like I'm pretty sure Ghostwire Tokyo. I mean, I'll look it up while I'm talking, but I'm pretty sure like over the years of that Ghostwire Tokyo exclusivity, the reviews pretty much evened out on it. Where it was like, I think it started at like a 75.
I think it's still at a 75, at least on PS5.
On PS5, is it? Hold on, I'll look it up.
I'm pretty sure on PS5 it's a 75.
Ghostwire Tokyo on PS5, yeah, it's a 75.
Yeah.
On Xbox, it's an 82. So I would imagine that's
interesting.
That's very interesting. I would imagine that the Xbox Hub reviewed it
Yeah.
Xbox, pure Xbox.
Windows Central or some shit.
Well, Windows Central gave it a 70.
Oh,
So,
really? Interesting.
you know,
Okay.
that's...
Windows Central is fairly harsher on Xbox games, which is
Yeah,
why
they are.
shout
They
out to
are.
Jez. I really
Yes.
appreciate their
He's
what the
very
hell?
honest.
What's that?
They're
What's their
very
like
honest.
not publication? That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. They're
Yes.
very honest, and he even jokes that sometimes they're like harsher than anyone else in the Microsoft
Yes.
spectrum.
Well, I mean, in this example here, definitely harsher than anybody else.
Yeah.
At least with Xbox in their name. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I think that this game, I find it difficult to believe this game is going to suck. Like, at its core. This game is going to be really, really good at its core. That's what I fully expect. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible. I expect this game to be really good at its core.
I think worst case scenario, I think it'll be average. Worst case scenario.
I think that's the absolute worst case scenario.
Yeah.
I think
average.
the even worst case scenario would be it's broken.
Yeah.
It's just broken. Which again, I'm not too optimistic on at least the PC port. I know the Xbox issues. There's also like reported Xbox issues as well. It's gonna be interesting because like Unreal Engine 4 is notoriously shit on PC, like to an extreme degree.
Unless a developer, like
unless it's a coalition.
Or who the fuck just did
Busters.
Dead Island? I already forgot their name.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Hi-Fi Rush was on Unreal Engine too. I'm pretty sure, right?
I think it might have been. The thing is, like, it just needs to love. It just needs to. I don't know. Unreal Engine's really a problematic engine in general, and like, if you don't know exactly what you're doing with it, buckle the fuck up, because that shit's gonna be rough.
And see, that's why I think it's gonna be rough. Not because Arcane isn't talented, but because it's their first multiplayer game. Yeah. I feel like that coupled with Unreal Engine 4
thing too, right? Like, I figure out the servers and shit.
Yeah,
like that.
Dude, God forbid it launches completely fine, not broken, but
you can't
connect. You just can't play it. Like then it's
especially due to the fact that the game needs an internet connection to even function in the first place.
Especially for right now, because I know they said they're
they're gonna get rid of it. They said they're looking to get rid of it.
Yeah,
not at launch. Not at launch.
Yeah, not at
launch. At launch, it could be, but that's when it would probably be the biggest issue.
Yep, exactly.
Because the servers they gotta dust off the servers, gotta make sure they're working, running, and day one is when it just never works. Well, at least as intended, So I think that's, I don't know, man. It's a sticky situation that they're in right now. Well, hopefully it works though. But
here's what I'm hoping for. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. This game, I hope it's not broken. I hope I can boot it up on my PC and enjoy it at 60 FPS properly. If not, I'll play it on my Series X, and I hope it works the way it's supposed to there.
So at least keep that 30 frames.
Yeah, like let's like we're setting the bar pretty low there at 30 FPS. Let's
if words are like if what we're hearing is what I've seen on Twitter at least. I mean, it might not even hold 30 all the time. So let's just hope that the day one patch smooths things out.
We hope that the day one patch is
30 at least. Let's at least get
doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah,
that's all I need, because if I can play this comfortably. And I'll tell you what, if I'm playing Jedi Survivor right now, if I'm pushing my way through that game set a really, really low bar.
Yeah.
Like, if I can push my way through that, then I can push my way through a game from my favorite developer that's a little bit broken. Yeah. But it just depends on how broken it is, and hopefully it's not broken. That's the key here. Hopefully it is not broken. So fingers crossed for that. But less than 24 hours, we will have our answer. And in fact, you know what's going to happen in less than 24 hours? I'll probably be on this channel doing a stream for Redfall. So,
I'll probably do that.
Well, that's Monday or
tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah. So I write 8 o'clock Eastern. You said.
Well, that will probably be like 9:30, 10, because I got to record, and then I don't think I'm going to edit. I'm going to have that video out Wednesday, but I got to record, and then I'll be on streaming. Around 9:30.
I'd be down to try it out too at that time if you're down.
Just let us know, Twan.
Yeah.
Also, please get it downloaded because it's going to take you 7 years.
Yeah, right. You need to install it now. Install
You
it
can
now.
preload it. You can preload it. Yes.
Yes.
I'll try to preload
So
it.
like do that and do a few like dances, like internet speed dances, because your internet's gonna take 7 years to do that. So like I don't.
Yeah, I spent this whole day downloading Half-Life Alyx just for it not to work.
Oh, Ham's in the chat. He says
I saw him. I was ignoring
Mike should
him.
get Jedi Survivor because it runs best
we-
on PC. And I'm telling you right now, everybody listening, Twan, that is a fact. Mike, get Jedi Survivor. You treat yourself
Why
to
don't you
a
give me
great
the
PC
$70
port.
it costs, and I will.
I'll think about it.
I'll give
maybe
you
your
the
cousin,
$70 if you buy it.
Yeah, fucking right.
I just ghost you. I never talk to you again.
Yeah, I know. Fucking
You're just stuck with a bad PC port, and now you lost a friend.
I lost a friend.
Oh my god.
I don't know why that's hysterical, but
That's
it's
terrible.
You'll never see.
never see Matt again. That's
see
an
me
awful
again.
port. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Oh, that's awful, but also fucking hysterical. I'm not gonna lie. All right, okay.
All right, guys. I mean, that's Redfall. I feel like we're at what, 9:30 right now.
Too.
Yeah, now you're down $70 as well, dude. That's a good time. You have a good time,
yeah,
Mike.
so he said
I could get off a CD key site for like $52. I saw.
Yeah, I would imagine the price probably even drops on CD keys, considering how bad
broken it is.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like that's the end of. I mean, that's the end of topics I have. I don't know about you guys. If you guys have anything you want to talk about.
Have you heard about the 7800X 3D blowing up in people's computers?
Nope.
AMD's processors. Apparently, it's an issue with certain motherboards, but AMD is blaming motherboard creators, and motherboard creators are blaming AMD. No one wants to really take responsibility, but certain people's AMD processors have been exploding and catching on fire, and it makes me very happy because I almost went with that processor, but I was like, you know what? I just kind of want to go with Intel. I have a gut feeling here, and I'm blessed. But however, AMD and those motherboard creators though have been putting out like they're undervolting the CPUs, and it's getting this almost the same exact performance, but it's just undervolting. But it's just funny that like none of them want to take responsibility for what the fuck is happening. You guys are selling people literally $800 motherboard CPU combos, and it's just
$800 bombs.
Essentially,
Let's go.
And none want to take responsibility. And just to say, dude, I fucking adore this fucking processor. I get like full GPU utilization no matter what resolution I play on. It's fucking fantastic. I'm very happy I did it. I'm glad you're proud of me, Matt. And you smell bad. You smell bad.
I don't know why you would say that when I said I'm proud of you. That's very nice. I'm not proud of you anymore, bud. I'm no longer. All right,
what else do we got to say? Ham's controller got stick drift again.
Ham's controller did get stick drift again. He had to take that to Best Buy again. He's on his third Elite controller now.
Like a week.
So absolutely poggers. He's having a blast. He's fully immersed.
Yeah, my brother still has the original Elite controller, and that lasts him until this whole time.
That's fucking crazy.
Dude, get it for years. He's used it. Works fine. Like no issues.
Dude, I'll tell you what. That original Elite controller lasted me about 5 months. 5 months.
That is fucking
like 6 years. I remember he used it to play Halo 5 when it was new. Halo 5 was a new game when he got it.
That's wild. What a shitty game. That's wild.
Yeah, that game is shit.
I've never played it, but I just trust Matt when it comes to Halo.
That game is one of the worst games.
The multiplayer is pretty good in Halo 5.
No, it wasn't.
It was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun game.
It was a fun multiplayer game that if it was named anything but Halo, then that would have been great. That is not a fun Halo game. That game stinks.
Let him know.
It really is. No, I'm not. I'm not being hard. Dude, I'll tell you. If you gave me enough time, Twan, I could talk about Halo 5.
I have been replaying the Halos, though. Me and my buddy Ryan, if he's still in chat, I'm not too sure. We've been replaying. There. Yep, you're Ryan. Yep. Okay, but we've been replaying Halo. That's been fun. We played a little bit of Halo ODST as well. Dude, Halo ODST is probably my favorite. Like, I genuinely adore how dark and gritty Halo ODST is. It is not a happy game. It is not. It's not happy in any sense. It's an awful, awful. All your friends are dying.
Yeah,
like,
everyone dies at the end. You know.
like. Well, I mean that's Reach. I mean Reach is also
Well, that's
a very
Reach. Yeah, I was
It's
about to say.
Reach. Yeah, it's Reach.
That's I love Reach though because like I don't know, dude. Like I feel like that's kind of where like Halo Infinite's dark in its own ways too. Like don't get me wrong. Ryan says he's not here, but like I love when Halo gets like dark. You know, like it's because it's a fucked up world. It's a fucked up reality, and it's like I feel like Infinite kind of had some of that, but like I feel like it's missing the ODST and like Reach grittiness. Because that felt like I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion though. I haven't played Infinite in a while.
Well, yeah, I feel like Infinite, they were trying to recreate CE more or less. Which I feel like, I mean, dude, as far as modern games, this is about as close as you can get to doing it. Just speaking just the campaign.
Yeah.
That's about as close as you can get to recreating
that
Halo
feel,
CE.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they did a wonderful job. But that's what you're talking about is one of the biggest reasons why Halo 4 is one of my favorite stories, because it's more human story, more as opposed to just,
Super Soldier.
Yeah, Halo 2 is an awesome story, and it's actually probably the most human of the first three. But it's like, even that, it's like, dude, Master Chief's a fucking super soldier who feels absolutely nothing. The only person who feels in that story is Arbiter, and he's having the worst fucking time.
Yeah, right.
Oh
my god.
Like, yeah, I love stories like that in Halo, and I would not mind seeing. I mean, I'm telling you, I want to know what what's their name? The team that's helping.
Jim Ryan. Oh, Crystal Dynamic. Not Crystal Dynamic.
It's not
Certain Affinity.
Certain Affinity. It's Certain Affinity. It's certain Dynamics. Certain
Naughty Dog.
Crystal
Naughty
Dynamics.
Dog's helping them.
Yep.
Right,
Neil Druckmann is
Sucker Punch.
producing. Yep. Dude, all PlayStation studios are producing the next Halo.
That's fucking
It'll
hysterical.
actually be insane.
It's gonna be an over-the-shoulder third person with like a bow and arrow.
That
Ellie's
pisses me
in there.
off. Ellie's in there.
Joel.
Jeez.
Oh my god. But
oh my god. Spoilers.
But yeah, I'm hoping to see whatever, get some info or whatever Certain Affinity's doing at this showcase. That's probably reaching. I don't think we're gonna see it, but I hope so.
That'd be dope.
Because I know it's supposed to be like, it started as, it's going to be a battle royale, and then they're like, it's actually a lot bigger than just a battle royale.
Yeah, whatever happened to the battle royale mode in Halo?
Well, they're still working on it.
Really? I thought they kind of dropped it for whatever they're doing now.
No, I think they're adding to it. I thought that's what I read. No, I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But I know whatever they're working on is bigger than just a battle royale.
Okay.
That's the last update we got was like years ago. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I know they said it's targeting. I mean, this was the last time we heard about it. They said it was targeting 2024, and that was like a half a year ago at this point. So who knows? But we'll see. Hopefully, sometime soon. Does anybody else have anything they want to talk about before we leave, or before we head into the outros? I should say.
No.
That's A-okay with me, honestly, because I'm ready to get out of here. Do you guys have anything you want to bring up as far as overrated, underrated games before we head out?
Let's see.
I can't think of it.
You don't have to force it. You don't have to force it, Twan. You don't have.
Yeah, Twan's like looking at every game in his fucking room. He's like thinking of every memory he's ever had.
Like I'm just all the memories are.
Look at this game. One person played it. It's a masterpiece. It's the greatest thing ever made.
Twan's just scanning his room. I'll tell you, I don't have anything. I'm ready for the outros if you guys are.
Yeah,
we gotta be going on.
I want to get back to working on the Half-Life Alyx. See if I can get that working.
Like I said, Twan, try out a different game of some sort.
It probably just takes me just to check one box, and now the game's running just fine.
It's possible.
That's all it takes with PC gaming.
You just gotta water your PC.
just gotta change.
Yeah, you
one
just gotta.
setting.
Yeah, dude, just pour some water on
You
it.
gotta water
Yeah,
your
nice to get it
PC.
nice and
It's
cool.
dehydrated.
It needs a drink. It's thirsty. It's a thirsty boy. It needs some water.
Dehydrated.
Yeah,
It's
but-
dehydrated. Get it some Pedialyte. Get some
Yeah,
Pedialyte.
exactly. Pour some Gatorade on it. It'll be fine.
Man.
All right, let's get our
But-
asses out of here.
Yeah,
Let's just get us out of here.
yeah. Okay, so the outros. I mean, let's start with you, Mike. Let's start with you.
How about not? No, you can find me
Too
on
bad.
Twitter. You can find me at Twitter at Hard Days Mike, and I sometimes stream on Twitch. I keep promising myself I'm gonna do that more because people actually watch me, but I'm fucking lazy. But I'm also on at Twitch at Hard Days Mike, and I think that's all I really got for social media.
Oh, okay. What
about you,
about
Twan?
you, Twan?
All right, so I you find me here on this show. I'm
Every
also
week?
on Twitter. Yep, I'm also on Twitter at it's
Every day.
Twan. Yeah, I actually am on there pretty frequently. But yeah, I mean, I gotta get the YouTube going. I'm fucking lazy, so
Gotta do it, Twan.
it's gonna happen. at some
20,000 subscribers or
10,
whatever the hell you
point.
said.
At least 10K
Honestly,
subscribers
one
before the end of the year.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. We still got a few months here. We still got a few months in this year. So,
Yeah, you got
we
a
got
few
some time.
months, bud.
so yeah,
Just
I think
a
it's
few.
still doable. I think it's doable.
Anything's
so,
possible, bud.
Yeah, man. That's it for me.
All right. Well,
See you, man.
as far as myself, you can find me at Matt Likes Games on Twitter and Matt Likes Games on YouTube. Videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, Ham's not here, but check out TSWS Gaming. They're doing content all the time.
Content to watch.
Yeah, there's like a ton. He's doing like 1 trillion podcasts a day, so check him out. It's awesome stuff over there. But with that being said, I think we can head on out of here. We appreciate everybody who stopped by in the chat. Very much appreciate it. It was a fun show. We kept it relatively short because we started late and we're ending early. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that,
It's
actually.
probably a little over an hour, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit over an hour. Not bad considering we're missing a panel member. I mean, I feel like that's about right. So, that being said, we're going to head out of here. We will see you guys next week. Have a great beginning of your week, I should say, because the week is just getting started. So have a great week. We will see you guys next weekend, Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We will all be back here. So thank you for watching. We will see you then.
Bye-bye.